Good evening and welcome to the arenas at Woodbridge for GMC playoff hockey between the number 3 seeded Woodbridge Barons and the number 6 seeded Colonia Patriots. This is Joe Mudrak joined by Andrew Molnar. Andrew, what do you expect out of tonight's matchup?
Should be a good game. Both teams looking for their first win in GMC playoff hockey. Colonia making their first appearance, Woodbridge making their third. Should be pretty good.
Woodbridge has their highest seed in their history in the GMCs, and they look to do some damage today and move on to the next round, as do the Colonia Patriots. It'll be the first victory in the playoffs for either team that can get the win today.
Yes, it is, and Woodbridge got their highest seed by actually scoring the most goals out of the 3 teams that tied in that 5-3 spot for their GMC record.
They have had a great season.
Yes, they have a lot of good scorers on this team.
And an early penalty coming up on the Patriots as Eric Astalis appeared to be boarded, but he appears okay.
Looks like definitely
chance
Colonia.
In front for Parfit and a stop made by Seguin. Woodbridge controls play and gets the extra attacker. Behind the net, Trudell will get the touch and we'll have a stoppage and we'll see what the call is.
As you said, it was a board.
And a boarding call, and it will be Trudell headed off, so Woodbridge gets an early power play and the first shot on goal.
Looks like Colonia is trying to play that hitting game first to slow down some of these Woodbridge skaters.
I was talking to some of the Woodbridge players, and they said that the Patriots like to clog the slot to try to slow down a lot of the skill players, so we'll see if that plays out here today. Held in at the line, misplayed, and the puck stays in the zone where Bobby Mulligan will skate over to it. Mulligan handles, looks over his options, puck comes to the point for Swansboro. Swansboro over. Cucci with a drive, stopped by Seguin. Controlled in the front. Here's Astalis, can't get it, and it's cleared by Robert Kaufman, the Patriots captain. Played behind the net by Cucci. He stops. It's picked up by Eddie Parfit with speed. Moves out of the zone, makes a move around Kaufman. And he is slowed down by Spino, but gets it over to Mulligan. Mulligan loses control in the zone, but plays it in front. Astalis can't find the handle. Back in front for Parfit, and it's taken away by Kaufman. He chips it ahead for Spino, but he can't find it. Swansboro plays over to Cucci. Cucci a dump in on goal.
Very good penalty kill for the Patriots right now. Really trying to get in between those Woodbridge passes. Woodbridge just can't seem to find the other player's stick.
Patriots have cut down the passing lanes here early in this power play, and they get another clear. Played behind the net for Swansboro. He's pressured by Spino, but holds on to the puck. Swansboro with a long outlet pass to Parfit, and he comes through the neutral zone with speed. Here's Parfit cutting to the net, and he scores! Eddie Parfit with the power play goal. Just as you said, the Patriots were starting to slow down Woodbridge. They get the early 1-0 lead.
One step around that defenseman, and no one was touching him. Put it right over that left shoulder of Aaron Seguin.
And during the regular season, Eddie Parfit had 33 goals for the Barons.
He also notched 26 assists, and that was their leading scorer. Eddie is senior, will be leaving next year. That's going to be a big miss for the Barons, but they have a couple good freshmen.
And one of them right now, Tommy Bauer, gets it into the zone. Joe Napolitano is knocked down, but it's played in behind the net.
As you said, Tommy Bauer had 17 goals and 18 assists on the year. That's the most by a freshman so far.
A great freshman season for Tommy Bauer, who was expected to play really well this season, and he hasn't disappointed. Bauer, a nice outlet pass, but Napolitano can't find it. It's played by... Back into the zone.
Sean Brody with the puck.
Brody up. Lost control. And it's taken by Timothy Bizub, who runs it around. Hits a partition, and it comes out to Bauer for a shot on goal and a save by Seguin as he benefited from the lucky bounce off the boards.
So far, Aaron has 4 saves on 5 shots from Woodbridge. Colonia yet to put a shot on net. Probably because that penalty kill slowed them down to start.
Yeah, it was a tough start for Colonia. They came into the zone with some early pressure before taking the penalty.
Woodbridge wins the draw.
The shot by Swansboro is deflected in. It may be Mulligan. I'm not sure. Did you catch who got that?
I think that was actually a direct shot by Swansboro.
Okay.
Swansboro, also their leading scorer off the defense, only had 1 goal throughout the year, but also notched 20 assists.
A nice offensive zone win there, and Woodbridge is able to get their second goal to win by Bobby Mulligan on the faceoff. So he should get an assist, if not the deflection.
We'll get the official call from the scorebox keeper.
Mulligan racing back. And they are giving it to Mulligan.
No, it's actually to Giovanni.
Oh, 18. I thought he said 8.
Yeah.
All right. Assisted by
Swansboro and Mulligan, but I believe he's a junior this year, Giovanni. Yes, he is. He's going to be a junior next year. He'll be one of the big seniors for Woodbridge.
Played by Dave Mudrak, and he knocks it back into the zone. Laglisi dumps it around. Picked up by Mudrak, and he fires it in off of Seguin and into the corner where he gets his own rebound. Mudrak behind the net. Pestered by Laglisi, and he holds him onto the boards. 2 Patriots collide with Mudrak, and it comes out to the zone where DeLumba plays the puck.
Mudrak wearing the A for Woodbridge today.
Mudrak and I believe Napolitano are wearing the A's.
And Eddie Parfit has that C on.
Puck played up to Trudell. Taken away by Mudrak, but it's recovered by the Patriots and fired back in. Rebecci on the dump in. DeLumba plays it. And puck is loose, and Kaufman gets to it first. Kaufman in behind the net. Puck comes to Trevor DeLumba. He plays it ahead for Astalis. Eric Astalis loses control, but Parfit's there to pick it up. Eddie Parfit peels back into his own zone to get some more room. Parfit with a long pass, but it's blocked. And cleared back in. Rich Burnett out to play the puck, and he leaves it for DeLumba. DeLumba fires it around. Puck played over to Astalis. Astalis falls, and puck is taken by the Patriots' Timothy Bizza, but he's canceled out by DeLumba. Shot by Trudell goes wide.
It's the second time Eric Astalis lost his edge. You might want to check.
It looks like he's got a skate problem, maybe. Timothy Bizzub to the puck. His shot's blocked by Trevor DeLumba. Good defensive shift by Trevor DeLumba. Astalis pass for Parfit, but he can't handle it. Played in front, and it goes through the crease. Picked up by Spino, but he loses control.
Nice play by Eric Astalis to poke that pass away.
Parfit handles it at center ice, but it's taken away. Timothy Bizzub races back for the puck, but it's taken by Woodbridge. Up pass by Cucci for Parfit is too far. Spino plays it in the neutral zone. Pestered by Napolitano with a great effort, and he's in! And a save made by Seguin. What a great play by Joe Napolitano on that.
And an excellent stop by Aaron Seguin. Joe Napolitano stepped right through both of the Colonia defense. Seguin just stuck that stick out and broke the play up.
Big save here early on for the Patriots as they're trailing 2-0. The captain Kaufman had an easy play out, but he lost control as he fell. Played over for Cucci. And the ice doesn't look too good. I heard you mention something earlier, and that players are stumbling all over the place. Cucci almost fell there as well. Swansboro at the line over for Cucci. Cucci dumps it in deep.
Ice been sitting for a little while before this game starts, so it might be a little hard for them to get control on it.
In front for Bauer, and it's a great defensive play there. Dumped back in by Cucci. Mike Campione with the play on Tommy Bauer in front of the net. Played over for Napolitano. He's run off by Southern, and it's cleared out.
The ice has gotten a lot better, though, since Vito Simaluka took over this arena. But I remember playing when I was younger. The ice used to have a lot of chips in it and everything. Then once Vito Simaluka started running this arena, everything started getting a little bit better.
And the Barons have been playing here for, is this the 7th season now?
6th or 7th.
6th or 7th season. Played back in. Runoff of the puck that's Hunter Spearnock.
Hunter Spearnock, also a freshman.
Napolitano hit from behind. Play continues. He plays it into the corner. Napolitano controlling the puck. Looks towards the point. Dumps it back in for Tommy Bauer. Bauer with a quick stop. Looks over his options. Controls, moves in front. Spearnock has it. Back for Bauer, but it goes through his skates and into the corner.
Woodbridge just really laying on that passing game, making Colonia skate, tiring the players out, and looking for that open guy for the shot.
And as we talked about earlier, Woodbridge is going to play 3 or 4 lines today, and they just have more depth where they can wear down the opposing team, and they'll still be fresh later on.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Joe Rotel has done an excellent job developing his young players from the beginning, from the times when they were seniors. I mean, I played on the team when half of these seniors were all freshmen, and it's just amazing to see the development that they produced.
Nice move by Bizup. He's in, and he shoots it over the net as the Patriots still are looking for their first shot on goal.
Tim Bizup looking like Colonia's big freshman to make
He is having a great season for the Patriots. And he's someone who is going to look to carry the program forward, as their leading scorer, Ryan Trudell, is a junior, and he'll be still on the team next year, and they'll look to have a better season even yet than they've had this year.
I mean, Colonia's only losing 3 seniors. The only problem is both their goalies are leaving.
Right, and Aaron Sagan has been playing excellent for them this season.
And also and as you said, Colonia is very junior heavy, so they should have a very good season next year, as they also have 4 big freshmen. But Woodbridge is looking like they're losing a lot next year.
Yes. Off the face-off, Mulligan loses it, and Kaufman dumps it back in. Played by Cucci. Campione loses an edge and falls and is played up. Here comes Mulligan with some speed, and it's a nice, he controlled the puck, he's in, and he couldn't get the shot off.
Another big save by Aaron Sagan. Looks like Aaron's doing great off these breakaways.
Sagan took away any options there for Mulligan. Played behind by Mulligan. Taken away. Here comes Kaufman. He's been all over the puck early in the first period. Kaufman with a toe drag and a shot is saved by Burnett. Played into the corner. Mudrak gets it up to Fiorillo. He's closed off, but here is Mulligan again. Drops it for Mudrak, and he plays it into the zone. Chasing down Campione. Gets the big hit on him, but Spino takes the puck and chips it ahead for Bizup. A lot of Timothy Bizup in the first as well, as he takes a big drive and it goes wide. Trying to get through the screen of Cucci there. Bizup gets the puck off of the turnover, fires it, but is blocked easily by Swansboro, and he gets a clear. Up the boards for Mudrak.
So far, Bizup's had some great opportunities. He just hasn't found the net.
And the Patriots are struggling to get deep into the zone for those higher scoring opportunities, as Mudrak plays it into the bench area. 5:14 to go in the first. Shots are 8-2.
Nothing really to say here. I mean, Woodbridge is out skating them right now, really showing their speed. As I said, Colonia needs to start putting some more body on trying to tire out these Woodbridge players. It's just looking like Woodbridge is just passing the puck all over them.
As Woodbridge will look to get some more pucks to the back of the net, and it's played along the boards. Puck back into the zone where DeLumba will play it. Over to Estalis, and he dumps it off the boards for Parfit. Eddie Parfit loses control and is cleared back out for Estalis. Gets around Trudell. Play it ahead, but right to Trevor DeLumba. And a stick is lost. Timothy Bizup's stick. And do we have a call? No.
No, we do not. Just a puck stoppage by Sagan. Looks like Trevor DeLumba and Tim Bizup went for that puck, and it looked like Trevor DeLumba came out with more than the puck.
Well, senior on freshman, that may happen from time to time. Eddie Parfit in on the draw, tied up with Spino, and it comes over for Kyle Mortensen. Mortensen off the boards, nice little toe drag move. He gets to the front, and a save made by Sagan on a nice backhand by Mortensen.
Mortensen, a very, very big freshman for the Barons.
He's had a great season.
Yes, he has 14 goals and 11 assists.
And he has a cannon of a slap shot if he has time to let it loose. Mortensen.
Actually, one of Woodbridge's defensemen, Nick Cucci, actually had a radar gun.
Parfit over to Estalis, he scores. A 2-on-0 for Woodbridge, and their 11th shot finds the back of the net. It's 3-0.
Eddie Parfit to Eric Estalis, cousin to cousin. Actually, leading scorer to second leading scorer.
Eric Estalis had 29 goals in the regular season, and that's something we've seen for 2 seasons now, as Parfit and Estalis have been a mainstay on the top line for the Barons.
Both having 30-goal seasons. That is a big help for the Barons. And Eric's only a junior, so he should be coming back next year.
He will be back next season. And you were saying about Mortensen's slap shot speed?
Oh, yes. Nick Cucci took his dad's radar gun, and at one of the practices they were reading the slap shots. Kyle Mortensen had the #1 with 86, I think it was. 86
miles an hour as a freshman is not a bad speed. Behind the net, Spearnock lost it. Spino back to Spearnock. Controls in the corner. Plays it behind the net for Napolitano. Napolitano into the corner. Back to the point for Swansboro. Swansboro over to Cucci. Cucci back for Spearnock. He lets it come around for Napolitano. Woodbridge all zone time pressure here. Spearnock. Pass in front. Came through to Napolitano. He controls it, but a poke check by Seguin.
Aaron keeping that stick very active in the back.
Seguin has looked good here early on. Big shot by Cucci, and a glove save by Seguin as he saw that one through all the way.
Seguin is a goalie that will usually face a lot of shots, and sometimes his record doesn't really reflect how good of a goalie he is. I mean, his sophomore and junior seasons were both plagued by injuries where he went down halfway through the year. But I mean, this year as a senior, had managed to stay healthy, and he's had a pretty good year and let Colonia get into this first GMC playoff.
And it has been a successful season for Colonia as the 6th seed in the GMC playoffs, their first appearance, as we said earlier. But Tommy Bauer with the puck. Bauer plays it in down low. Back up for Swansboro, who pinched in. He lost it, and here's a chance, but Trudell can't find the handle, and it's taken back by Swansboro. Save, rebound. He's got his own rebound, and it goes into the corner. Trudell looked like he may have had an outlet up for a 3-on-1, but couldn't find the handle on the puck, and Swansboro had a chance. Now Timothy Bizzub, pressured by Bauer. Puck comes to Spearnock, and now Napolitano at center ice. Napolitano dumps it back in.
And there's young Tommy Bauer using his legs, getting that puck around the back of the net.
Tommy Bauer 1-on-4 was the first one there. Finds Mulligan in front, and he scores.
Oh, what an excellent forecheck right there by Tommy Bauer.
Tommy Bauer on a change, beat all of the Patriots back into there and found Bobby Mulligan alone in front, and we have a 4-0 lead.
Colonia's really got to stop skating around in that zone, let Woodbridge pass the puck on them like that. I mean, if you keep looking, Colonia keeps moving towards the puck. Then once Woodbridge hits it on the other side, Colonia keeps shifting. They really got to stay home and find that zone defense.
Colonia does appear to be chasing the puck in their own end. Off the boards for Kaufman, but taken away by Mudrak. Fiorillo pressures Southern, and Southern retains the puck and dumps it in where DeLumba plays. 2 minutes to go here in the first on an icing call, and the Woodbridge Barons lead the Colonia Patriots 4-0. 14 shots on goal for Woodbridge to Colonia's 2 thus far.
Colonia really hasn't put a shot on net in some time now.
They had the shot by Timothy Bizzub, I remember, which was a pretty good one, and there's a shot on goal.
Speaking of, and there's Rich Burnett making the save. Rich Burnett faced over 400 shots this year, and he had an 89% save percentage.
Yet another excellent season for last season's Barons MVP. A shot in front by Spino, and it goes wide. Race to the puck, held in by the Patriots. Mudrak gets it out for Mulligan. Mulligan, toe drags, tries to get around, and a nice stop there, and cleared up. That was Campione, I believe. No, it was Stephen Leglisi, the captain, with a nice stop in front, but an icing, and the faceoff will come back into the Patriots' end. Colonia with a nice shot off the last faceoff, their third, but Rich Burnett was equal to the task, and sometimes that's more difficult for a goalie to not face a lot of shots and then face a tough one.
Yeah, it's very hard to just come up in those big times when you feel like you're getting cold back there. It's very hard to stay loose when you're not facing that many shots. I mean, Colonia's only put 3 on right now, and Burnett's an equal to the task, but 3 shots in, what is it, 15 minutes?
It has been 13 minutes and 40 seconds so far into this game. 2 quick pucks come into Seguin on faceoffs, and he holds them both, and we'll have the third faceoff.
Looks like Mulligan's talking it over with Mortensen.
Mortensen in the shooting hole trying to unleash that big. Actually, that was Mudrak in the shooting hole. 26 and 28 looks similar.
Okay.
Played ahead by Trudell into the zone. Burnett thinks about playing it, but he'll leave it for Cucci, who wraps it around the boards. Puck comes back out, and nearly a pick-off by Mulligan, but Leglisi plays it back into the zone, and Cucci will wrap it around the boards yet again for Fiorillo.
Bobby Mulligan, only a sophomore.
And he's having a great sophomore season after a good freshman campaign. Not quite Tommy Bauer status, but a good freshman season for him last year as well.
And an equal sophomore season. I think he had almost 2 or 3 more goals this year than last year, and I know he has more assists this year. 13 goals and 18 assists this year.
And next year he'll have even more ice time.
Right, without a doubt.
Colonia with a little bit of pressure here as Leglisi fires it back around. Swansboro, but held in by Trudell there. Puck comes in front for a couple of jam tries by Spino, but he is stopped by Burnett. Fiorillo plays it ahead. Mulligan can't get it out. Held in. Shot by Leglisi is blocked by his own player, Spino. He fires it back around. Cucci with a quick stop on Bizzub. Bizzub all over him, and Cucci fires it around.
This is exactly what Colonia needed. Too bad it's at the end of the period.
And the Patriots cannot find a goal at the end of the first period, and they only had one shot on goal during that entire sequence. As shots are 15-4, and the Barons lead 4-0 after the first period. What did you see in that first period that was interesting?
Woodbridge's speed is really keeping Colonia on edge. Colonia's skating all over the ice trying to keep up with them. I mean, you can clearly see Colonia definitely has the size advantage on Woodbridge. Colonia looks like they just got a couple bigger boys and maybe should start trying that body. I mean, it seems like they came out hitting in the beginning and they had a couple good chances up front, and then once Trudell got that penalty, looks like they were almost kind of afraid of getting another one, and Woodbridge has just been skating around them since then.
We'll see if Coach Chris Monticello can make that adjustment, if he's seeing the same thing as you. And for Coach Joe Rotella, I would think that he would like to continue with the same thing that he's had in the first period. Looked like a lot of speed for the Barons and a lot of pressure, good forecheck, and a good cycle down low as they were able to keep it in the zone.
I know that Joe definitely told his team in the locker room to get that cycle going because, as we were saying, Colonia does have a tendency to chase the puck. So if they can keep that cycle working down low, I really can't see a way Colonia comes back in this game.
And a 4-0 lead for the Barons as we head into the second period. We'll be right back.
Explore new worlds. Read. Visit literacy.gov and let the journey begin.
Welcome back to the arenas at Woodbridge, where we rejoin the second period of play with the Woodbridge Barons leading the Colonia Patriots 4-0, as Eddie Parfit will face off against Spino, and Parfit wins the draw. Mortensen plays it along the boards, but he's run off. Spino taken away by Parfit, and a shot from a sharp angle is stopped by Seguin, and he holds on. And maybe that was some of the physical play that you alluded to during the intermission there.
Yeah, definitely. You guys stop that Woodbridge forecheck right at that blue line before they can get into the zone and set up that cycle.
Puck stopped at the line by Brody, over to DeLumba. DeLumba with a shot towards goal, but it goes wide. Eddie Parfit in the corner. Run off there by Kaufman. It's a rare hit on Eddie Parfit. Puck played in behind the net, where Luglisi gets to it.
Eddie, a very good skater and very, very quick.
Eddie Parfit behind the goal. Takes a look towards the point, controls it. With a stop and a shot, and it's blocked. It would have been wide anyway. And the puck is played ahead for Spino. Spino, one of the alternate captains.
And you can definitely see Colonia starting to lay those hits down. I think I counted 3 or 4 guys trying to hit one player, and it's really slowing down Woodbridge's cycle.
Astalis with a headman pass from Mortensen. It's a 2-on-2 with Parfit. Mortensen a shot, and it goes wide. Mortensen behind the net. Plays it in front, but it's blocked. Back to the point for DeLumba with a shot, and it's deflected and goes wide.
Looks like someone tried to get it deflect and try and get it over Seguin's pads.
Back for DeLumba again with a shot. That's blocked. Lots of blocked shots by the Patriots as they're clogging the slot. Puck played around. Astalis fires it back in. And it's taken there by Parfit, but he's run off by Spino. And the Luglisi will clear, and it'll be on goal, so no icing. Burnett with the puck. Plays it to Sean Brody, who will stop and let the line change happen. Bauer controls in his own end with a nice pass ahead for Parfit, but he can't handle it. And it's taken by Trudell. Trudell along the boards, chips ahead for Bizzub, but he turns it over to Napolitano, and here comes Parfit with a lead. He's in, and he lost control of it, and the puck slipped off his stick and wide. Nice move by Eddie Parfit as he had the entire net open but couldn't control the shot. Puck played to the point. Big shot there by Cucci. It hits Parfit in front. He goes down, and he's slow to his feet, and he's due for a change anyway. Parfit to the bench. Looks like he injured his right leg as he falls over the boards.
That would be a big loss for the Barons if he goes down.
Puck is held by Burnett. Coach Joe Rotella doesn't look too concerned over there. Hasn't waved for a trainer.
I'm sure
and
he
he
trusts
just
his
back up to
captain.
his post. And Parfit is somewhat back to his feet on the bench. Puck played into the corner. Swansboro pestered by Bizzub, and he gets a nice hit on Swansboro. Played ahead. Joe Napolitano. And he's tripped, and play continues. Napolitano through the crease, and it wraps around. Bizzub.
Looks like Joe may have lost an edge there, or maybe hit the boards on the skate. But I mean, the backup goalie for Woodbridge put his hand up, so he might have saw something the Reds didn't.
Appeared to be that he was tripped, but perhaps not. Napolitano plays it ahead. Puglisi dumps it back in to the corner, where it's played by Cucci. Cucci up for Bauer. Bauer off the glass, a nice play for Spearknock. Can he get there before Puglisi? They reach the puck around the same time, and Kaufman benefits from that. Kaufman plays it ahead for Bizzub, but it'll be an icing, as Bizzub couldn't find the handle. And the Woodbridge third line has played very well tonight, especially led by Bobby Mulligan with a nice goal earlier.
And Giovanni getting that tip on off of Swansboro
That's
shot.
right, 2 goals from the line. And Woodbridge has been having someone set up in the shooting hole, whether it be Mudrak or who do we have in the shooting hole, or on the Parfit line.
Oh, in the Parfit line, usually they'll
Mortensen.
have Mortensen
right.
in there, or Stalis.
Here comes Kaufman, but he's pestered from behind by Mudrak, and the Barons take the puck. Played ahead, off the boards. Mulligan takes the puck, and he steps by. He's in. A shot saved by Sagani. Couldn't find it, but the Patriots got to the rebound before Barron could poke it in.
Mudrak coming back to play defense. Good two-way forward for the Barons. They're going to miss him next year.
Mudrak, one of the assistant captains, covering for Sean Brody on the shift. Played by Spino. A drop pass. Here's a shot, but it's blocked by Mudrak. Played ahead for Mulligan. Mulligan trying to bull his way by, and he does. Good play by Bobby Mulligan. He gets a shot and a save by Seguin as it bounces off to the end boards. Pinched by DeLumba, and he makes a nice play past Kaufman. Mudrak a shot, and that goes into the corner. Fiorillo.
Looks like Woodbridge is starting to play their own type of physical game.
Woodbridge picking up the physical play on this third line, and Fiorillo plays it behind the net. Big hit there as he got caught with his head down. A shot is stopped by Seguin, and it goes into the netting. That was Rebecci with a huge hit on Fiorillo, the most diminutive forward on that line. Got caught with his head down behind the net, and he paid the price.
That he did. As I said, Colonia got some big boys and some heavy hitters, so don't expect any more. So expect a couple more of those hits.
The Barons' 2 big scoring lines are usually not as apt to hit as the third line is. But the third line has had 2 goals tonight as well, so they're doing everything. Now it's Cucci. Played around the boards for Mortensen. Kyle Mortensen with a long pass for Astalis. He just out of his reach. He gets to it though and plays it for Parfit. What a beautiful play. Eric Astalis finding Eddie Parfit, and it's a 5-0 Woodbridge lead on their 20th shot on goal.
Now that play was set up all by freshman number 28, Kyle Mortensen, who had an excellent 2-line pass up to Eric Astalis, who was just out of his reach, but he just got enough on it to slow it down, regained the control on the sideboards, and found Eddie Parfit wide open in front of the net for the stuff.
It was a beautiful breakout starting back in the Woodbridge zone, and it appears we'll have a timeout. I would say that would be most likely a timeout by the Patriots.
Yes, it was. Timeout for Colonia.
Colonia down 5-0 with just under 10 minutes to play here in the second period, trying to regroup. They hadn't surrendered a goal in the second yet and appeared to be playing more physical, and they had a couple more chances here in the second, but
yeah, they did.
After the 5th Woodbridge goal, they elect to use their timeout.
Colonia's really got to put one into the back of the net to stop this scoring run. I mean, not much you can do when you're down 5 goals already with 10 minutes left in the second. I mean, it's not completely impossible, but it's very unlikely. So Colonia definitely has to put a shot in the net soon.
Now, if you're Coach Monticello for Colonia, what are you saying to the guys right now?
I'm just telling them, as I said, use your size, put the body on them, try and slow them down, and then once you get into that zone, use your body to get to the front of the net and put some more shots on the Burnett and then stuff in those rebounds.
Burnett's not an easy goaltender to score on the first shot on, as we've seen from Seguin. Seguin has played very well, although he's surrendered 5 goals. I mean, there's been a 2-on-0 and now on a 2-on-1 on the last play with a cross-ice feed. You're not going to stop too many of those.
No, I mean, if you already faced 20 shots and you still have another 10 minutes left in the second, that may be a little bit of lapse in defense there.
Yeah, Seguin has had a workload today. Puck played ahead by Laglisi. Taken by Swansboro, but it's off Bizub and stays in the zone. Swansboro ahead for Mortensen, and Parfit as the same line remains out. Parfit has a Stalis and finds him. Looking for Parfit, a deflection on goal and a save by Seguin, as we almost saw a repeat. As Yogi Berra would say, it's deja vu all over again, but Seguin with the save off the tip by Parfit.
Eddie Parfit looking for that hat trick.
Parfit, nice pass in front. A backhander and a stop made by Seguin. Parfit finds the loose puck. It's the post and it's put in by Mortensen.
There it is.
Barron's all over the puck. And finally Mortensen finds the back of the net.
And now it's 6-0. And as they said, the floodgates are now open on Colonia.
The Patriots timeout does not help, as just 40 seconds later, the Barons find their 6th goal.
Colonia better stop this scoring soon, because if Woodbridge can score 10 goals without them scoring one, this game's over.
At the high school level, a 10-goal lead after 2 periods is the end of the game.
There's a mercy rule.
Spearnock plays the puck back to the point for DeLumba. DeLumba with a drive, save, rebound, Bauer, and he shoots it over the crossbar.
And that was almost 7.
Napolitano with a nice play to dodge a hit there by Laglisi. And he's run off by Spino, but the puck comes to Spearnock, fires it back to Napolitano in front, but he couldn't get the puck to Spearnock, and it's played by Burnett over to DeLumba. Ryan Corcoran with his first shift on defense tonight.
Ryan Corcoran, also a senior, very good development from a freshman.
And he saw some time as the Barons had an injury to Trevor DeLumba earlier in the season. Corcoran was able to come in, and the Barons didn't really skip a beat as he was able to play solid defense for them.
Corcoran, a very quick learner when it comes to hockey. I mean, he really, while he sits on the bench, he really does pay attention, really keeps an eye on everything. And once he came in, it was almost like Trevor wasn't even there.
Trevor DeLumba, one of the captains for the Woodbridge Barons this year, so we don't want to overshadow his loss too much, but
yeah, I mean,
we're just trying to say that Corcoran did play a good game while he was out.
I mean, Trevor DeLumba was the second leading scorer off the defense with 2 goals and 13 assists. I mean, 15 points could be a big miss in this league.
Yeah, which is a lot of points from a defenseman. Corcoran plays the puck behind his own net. And then he looks ahead, but the puck was deflected by Kaufman right back to him. And he plays it over to his partner, Trevor DeLumba, on this shift.
It's
puck deflected both to Bauer.
It's definitely looking like Woodbridge is using their defense to get the outlet pass up to those quick forwards and catching Colonia is skating backwards.
Some nice D-to-D passes in their own end. Napolitano with a centering pass, but it's deflected away. Here's Southern. Southern down the wing, and he's hit by Brody. And it comes to Kaufman. Kaufman, one-on-one with Swansboro, and he undresses him in a beautiful save made by Rich Burnett. Only the 6th shot.
Just stuck the glove out and completely robbed him.
Another shot on goal there, and a stop by Burnett. And as you said, that could have been the huge goal the Patriots were looking for. And here comes Mulligan. Bobby Mulligan with a drive, and it goes wide. Mudrak off the bench holds the puck in. Tommy Bauer plays it in deep for Mulligan. Looking for Mudrak, but Spino takes the puck into the corner. Mudrak fires it in front, but no one's there, and it comes to Kaufman, who's able to skate out of his own zone. Kaufman over the line with a shot, save made by Burnett. Brody fires it back out of the zone.
Tried to get Burnett sleeping there with that quick shot as he was looking for the pass.
Mudrak chips the pass for Becci. He's got Mulligan, finds him, and he scores!
Oh, another beautiful play.
Bobby Mulligan, and he is injured on the play. I didn't see how that happened, but Bobby Mulligan with a nice finish on a feed from Mudrak as he beat Rebecci to the puck in the corner and fired it in front. And Bobby Mulligan is to his feet. Something around his face, it appeared. I didn't see any collision on the play.
Looks like it could be his hand because he took the glove right off.
Yeah.
Here comes Rotella.
Skating a little tenderly as well. And Mulligan will stay on the bench, so he appears to be okay, but he has been replaced on his shift as Mudrak stays out, but now we have Mudrak, Parfit, and Mike Gauthier for his first shift. In front for Trudell, and a good save there by Burnett as the Patriots look to capitalize on a turnover.
Michael Gauthier, another senior coming off the bench. He netted a couple goals this year as well.
He has had a good season, his best. And Mike Gauthier is never afraid to take the body.
No, he's not. He is a big kid.
But it was a quick shift for Gauthier, and he'll go off as the Barons put out their first line. And they're offside, a rare offside tonight. And the face-off will be in the neutral zone. 6:21 to go here in the second period. 7-0 Woodbridge.
Colonia making a quick late change.
It'll be Spino in on the draw against Parfit. Won by Spino, but the Barons play it back into the zone. Laglisi off the boards. Taken by Parfit from Mortensen, but lost it in his skates.
Looks like Colonia had their third line out there, and the first line just got off a couple seconds ago. So looks like Monty wanted to get that second line out to equal Barron's first line.
The Patriots electing not to play that matchup, which is, you wouldn't see that happen in the NHL as the home team has the last change. The Barons are home today, but at this level it's a little bit different. A shot on goal is saved by Seguin. Both teams play their home games at this arena, but the Barons with the higher seed are the home team tonight. Patriots with another late change here as Rebecci goes off. Parfit and Spino on the draw again, and Spino has won it again. Spino has been good in the circle tonight against Parfit. Mortensen, big hit in the corner, but he lost his stick, and he didn't go back for it, so he probably broke it, and he gets a new one. Now, Astalis pesters Laglisi, but he's offside, and Mortensen delays and fires it back in, where Parfit will race to it. Parfit gets to the puck first, but he's run off by Mike Campione.
Yes,
Parfit.
I can see the stick on the ice. It does look like he broke it into the boards. That's unfortunate.
Not like the pros as well with that. Big hit by Parfit on Kaufman. And the puck is played at center ice, where it's dumped in, but gloved back out to center and played by Astalis.
Looks like he's
Barons in the midst of a change. A shot on goal, stopped by Seguin. He plays it to the corner. Tommy Bauer out now. Shot again by Astalis, and that's stopped. Andrew Southern with the puck. Southern plays it ahead to Spino. Long shift for Spino with a move, but a nice play by Swansboro, but Spino gets the puck again. Spino towards the front of the net, but fires it through the crease and wide. And here comes Eddie Parfit with Eric Astalis. Astalis into the corner. Laglisi takes him down, but he got the puck first, so no call.
And Eric actually took his stick with him, so right now Colonia's almost down a man without his stick.
Laglisi getting physical with Astalis.
And he actually regains his stick. Looks like Eddie's going to take it up the wing and look for a pass.
Other than an early penalty, the refs have let the players play tonight in a playoff game. DeLumba fires it wide. Bauer fires it off the end boards. Long shift for Parfit and Astalis. Astalis tries a wraparound, but he's stopped there by Campione. Comes to the point for Swansboro. Swansboro off the boards, keeps control of the puck and fires it back in. In front for Parfit, and a save by Seguin, and the loose puck goes into the corner. Laglisi fires it off the boards and out, where Swansboro will play. Two Patriots pressuring him. Timothy Bizzub all over him. Swansboro with a couple of moves and gets it over to DeLumba. DeLumba to Parfit. Parfit moving ahead. Barons on, no, they're not onside, a late whistle.
And it's both teams are doing great on the changes, but I mean, from looking at it, Woodbridge's defense, they're hopping right onto the ice, and it looks like they're going to have to make a stop. Before Sean Brody hopped on the ice, and then he laid that big hit on number 16, Andrew Southern for Colonia, and then right over there before, Kyle Swansboro hopped on the bench and also had to stop Andrew Southern.
Spearnock wins the draw against Trudell. Brody, perhaps the Barons' biggest hitter, battling for the puck with Bizzub and Trudell, and he knocks down Bizzub.
Speaking of.
Right. Played ahead by Bauer. Bauer.
Almost on cue.
Tried the toe drag move, but couldn't get it. Fired off the glass and kept in. And now the puck comes out. It'll be an icing.
It'll be an icing.
So the play has slowed here at the end of the second period. The Barons pressing to try to get to that 10-goal margin. They have 34 shots on goal with a 7-0 lead here. 3:17 to go in the second period. Spearnock on the draw. Had Tommy Bauer in the shooting hole. Fired off the glass. Back in.
Just wide.
Napolitano plays it. Spearnock in the corner.
And it definitely looks like Sagan has faced more shots than the thing is than the scoreboard's showing, because don't forget, shots going wide, the goalie still has to react. Goalie still has to stay alert. So, I mean, you're facing probably over 40-plus shots.
And the Barons have had a lot of shots blocked as well by the Patriots D.
That too.
Napolitano with a nice move, gets to the front, and a shot dubbed and goes wide as he was hit. Back for Napolitano, and he whiffs on the one-time opportunity and takes a look at his stick to make sure his blade was still there. Spearnock battling in the corner. Controls the puck. Spearnock, a long pass for Bauer, and a big save by Sagan.
Colonia still chasing that puck carrier, having 3 people plus over. Woodbridge has 4 on the other side, looking like they're just hitting the one open passes and having wide open one-timers. Colonia's really got to shut that down if they want to help Aaron Sagan back there. And another big hit by Brody.
As Burnett with a Brodorian pass couldn't clear the puck and has to cover it as the Patriots push it into the crease.
And it's funny you say that, because Richie Burnett is actually a Devil fan. So I'm sure Brodor is actually a big influence on him.
Actually, in speaking to his dad, I was told that Yaroslav Halak is his favorite goaltender.
Oh, really?
I know he's a Devils fan, but that's who he tries to model his game after. So,
I mean, Halak's also a very good goaltender.
He is, yeah.
Been hurt this year, though.
Yeah, rough year for him and the Blues goaltending in general.
Looks like it was offsides on the Patriots there.
Mudrak in on the draw with Spino, and they tie up. Mudrak pushes it towards center, was taken by the Patriots. Bizzub, nice move around Swansboro, in with speed, and a save made by Burnett. Timothy Bizzub has clearly been the best Patriot tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Colonia is still leading scorer. Ryan Trudell's really almost been quiet. Woodbridge has done a great job shutting him down, but in doing that, Tim Bizzub looks like he's coming up big. I mean, as we said before, him and Trevor went off senior versus freshman there.
Right.
And also against Kyle Swansboro, looks like Timmy won that one.
A nice little toe drag move by Bizzub to get open for the shot on goal there. But Swansboro beats him to the puck here, up as a defenseman, and he shoots but is blocked. Fiorillo back at the point playing for him, and here comes Spino with Bizzub. It's like a 2-on-3.
Looks like Campione tried laying a hit, and Swansboro just shrugged him off.
Swansboro, a shifty player as well, as we were talking about Eddie Parfit earlier. Another puck beat by Mudrak, but he loses an edge, and the puck is played out to center.
Well, when Kyle was a freshman, he actually played forward on the second line.
I remember that.
And he was actually number 21, and then once his older brother Danny left, he took over the number 5, and Juro was like, you're a very defensive forward, and look at that.
And Campione capitalizes off of the play where Swansboro falls at the blue line, just as we were talking about his nifty skating ability, and Campione comes in and puts it 5-hole on Rich Burnett as the Patriots score on their 12th shot on goal with less than a minute to play here in the second.
And that's a good sign from Colonia, definitely telling them that we're not going to fall over and die.
The Patriots with a key late period goal. And here comes Trudell looking for more. It's a 3-on-2. Trudell, a shot saved by Burnett.
And it looks like Trudell's starting to get back into this game.
Trudell trying to build off of that, but it's Parfit ahead. Parfit in a 2-on-2 with Astalis. Makes a move at the line. Parfit pauses, finds Astalis, and a save made by Sagan. A beautiful play by Eddie Parfit, and a nice pass right to the tape of Astalis. Taken by Trudell. Trudell with a move, and he gets into the Woodbridge zone with a drive, and it goes wide. Comes to Kyle Mortensen. Mortensen absorbs a hit and gets it to Parfit. Parfit ahead again. It's another 2-on-2 with Astalis. He ducks by a hit by Rebecci. And and it's poked away. Comes back to Rebeshi.
Eddie Parfit looking for Eric Casales, who was breaking on the left. As I said, Colonia is really leaving those one-timer passes open.
Trudell fires it around. Pass in front for Trudell, and a good play there by Cucci. And
that's the end of the second, and we'll get an ice cut.
After 2, Woodbridge Barons 7, Colonia Patriots 1. We'll be back for the third period of play in this GMC playoff matchup here on Woodbridge Television.
Hey, this is Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi.
And Woodbridge Mayor John McCormick.
And you're watching the
Woodbridge Channels, your home for high school sports.
And we're back for the third period. Barons leading 7-1. Played back into the zone. It's Erica Stalis. Mortensen with a shot. Saves Seguin. Rebound. Put off Seguin. Comes to Parfit. His shot. And it appeared to hit the crossbar. And up into the mesh. Face-off will come out. I'm not sure about at this level, but I know in the NHL they just changed the rules where a shot off the crossbar and out of play stays in the zone. So maybe that was just out of play, not off the bar.
Maybe.
Big hit by Parfit on Bizub, and the turnover is taken by Astalis. Blocked by Campione, centering feed through the crease.
And Woodbridge is not letting up. They are peppering Seguin with shots. Looks like they want to end this one early.
Parfit in the slot. A shot deflected and a save by Seguin. Seguin came ready to play here in the third. Mortensen battling on the boards. Parfit, nice little toe drag move, but it's taken away and cleared out.
As we said, Woodbridge and Colonia both looking for their first win in the GMC tournament. And looks like Woodbridge does not want to give Colonia any more time to come back in this game. Even though they are down 6 goals, looks like they're trying to net 3 and quick.
Eddie Parfit upset after that last shift where he couldn't find the 8th Woodbridge goal. And now the Hunter Spearnock line comes out. He wins the draw and takes it himself.
Oh, and that
shot
one
is deflected over the net. Napolitano back to the point, but it's mishandled and taken by Ryan Corcoran. Played over for Brody, off the boards for Bauer, who fires it back in. Behind the net, the captain, Kaufman. Makes a little move and finds Southern along the boards, but he's stapled by Bauer. Spino run off the puck by Napolitano, who makes a move past Southern.
Move right up the boards. Took one step to the right. Colonia player Bettany went using his kind of small size to get right underneath that hit.
Joe Napolitano, very shifty player. Spino operates in traffic, and Southern loses the puck. Spearnock fires it back. Napolitano takes it and finds Bauer. Bauer with speed and space with a shot. He scores! Tommy Bauer.
What a shot. It looks like Aaron got a piece of that, but just wasn't enough. Looks like he used that blocker almost as a ramp and went right in.
It was a little difficult to follow. It appeared that it may have gone in between the arm and the body, but as you're saying, it looks like it went off the blocker.
Yeah, it looks like it did.
Either way, it's one that Seguin may want to have back, as a shot from about the face-off dot finds its way through, and the Barons now lead 8-1 on their 41st shot of the night. Trudell.
Almost a hand pass call there. Looks like the ref saw someone else touched it.
Mudrak off the boards, taken by Mulligan, but he's met by Kaufman, and Trudell takes it in a nice little move past Mudrak, who was headhunting on the play. DeLumba over for Swansboro.
Woodbridge almost making a statement that this is their ice and they're not going to let Colonia come in and take it.
Woodbridge is coming out with a lot of aggression here in the third period as DeLumba has trouble handling the puck, but he skates it out of the zone. DeLumba fires it off of Kaufman into the Patriots zone, and Leglisi fires it off the glass. Hand pass by Kaufman out to center, but Mudrak plays. Mudrak, a shot on goal, and it's a difficult save for Seguin. It appears like he had trouble finding it.
Actually, that's not Seguin in net anymore.
Oh, they have changed to Zach Lane, and a shot goes wide by Trevor DeLumba.
And it looks like actually Zach Lane was in the net for the first goal as well.
Okay.
So it looks like Monty changed his goalies in between the second and third.
And it looks like we need to pay better attention.
Yeah, I guess so.
Played in the corner, Trudell with a hit on Fiorillo, and he goes down. Mudrak steps up for the hit, but it's taken out by Trudell. Trudell
And Zach Lane, actually the backup for Colonia, started playing goalie about 2 years ago. When Sagan went down hurt, they didn't have a backup. So Zach said, I'll step in and do it. And he's done a pretty good job, won a couple games. He has a lot of experience. So, I mean, really shouldn't feel too different for the Patriots.
Patriots trying to pick their hitting game back up again as Kaufman with a hit on Fiorillo. Played ahead for Mulligan, and a nice power move past Kaufman. Mulligan in the zone, Bizzub on him. Mulligan towards the front of the net. It's popped up. Lane finds it, and it's dropped, but it comes back out to the point for Swansboro. Swansboro, a pass deflected by Bizzub. Over for Astalis, and a drive goes wide. Back for Swansboro, operating at the point. Tries to make a move, but he's closed off by Spino. Swansboro into the corner for Astalis. Astalis met by Campione. Astalis in the slot for Parfit, and a shot is blocked and cleared but not out. Held in by Cucci. Here's Parfit for Astalis. A shot, and they score. Eric Astalis with another goal, and it's 9-1.
2 more goals, and Colonia is sent home packing.
And if I had to guess, I would say that the scorekeeper hasn't been keeping track of the shots because the Barons scored on their 41st shot, and I'm pretty sure that they've had other shots before this 42nd shot that has now gone in.
Definitely a couple, but also don't forget, Colonia has been blocking shots.
They have blocked shots, yeah. Here's Spino, and a nice move into the zone, and his shot goes wide. Played up the boards. Here comes Eddie Parfit. Parfit with a dominating game today. He's tripped up, and Zach Lane comes out. Loose puck,
but the whistle is blown. Looks like the ref lost sight of it, and they tell the refs if you lost sight of the puck at any instant, blow that whistle.
Exactly. Fans like to get on the refs for those, but they're just doing their job. Face-off in the Baron zone to the left of Zach Lane, who has entered here for the third period and surrendered 2 goals in the first 4.5 minutes. Played into the corner. Napolitano tries to get it deeper for Spearnock, but he beats Laglisi to the puck before Laglisi closes him off in a nice defensive play. And 3 Barons in the corner as Bauer and Napolitano and Spearnock all there. Bauer to the point for Cucci. Off the boards for Bauer, but it comes to Kaufman, who fires it ahead. I'm sorry, that was a Laglisi. Now Bizzub lost it to Spearnock. It's a race for the puck, and Lane elects to cover up as the Patriots had some trouble getting out of their own end.
Looks like the period stoppage actually helped Woodbridge more than it did Colonia. Woodbridge came out firing those fresh legs that were beating Colonia, as we said in the beginning. Looks like Colonia hasn't made much adjustments that Woodbridge won't let them.
And as you said at the end of the second period, the Barons looked a little upset, although they were up 7-1. So maybe they went over some things in between periods that they would have liked to change for the third. Bouncing puck comes back to DeLumba. Oh, big hit by DeLumba on Timothy Bizzub. As Bizzub was trying to close off DeLumba on somewhat of a late hit, but DeLumba returns the favor. Swansboro.
As we said, senior freshman Trevor comes out on that one again.
Second time. DeLumba plays the puck at his own blue line. With time, makes a pass over to Swansboro as Southern loses an edge.
We're Gaines, and he's coming back out for the back check.
Spino fires it around, but taken by Spearnock, hops off his stick to Southern.
Actually helped him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Southern goes down again. May want to look for a change to have a look at his skates. Puck fired back in. Comes around. Southern into the boards himself that time, but Laglisi closes off Mulligan, and the Patriots sky it out where Swansboro elects to leave it for DeLumba, who plays it behind his own net. 8:42 to go here in the third period. DeLumba fires it off the boards for Mudrak, has a little bit of trouble with it. Puck comes back around behind the net for Swansboro. Kyle Swansboro.
Looks like we're just starting to slow it down, maybe look for that breakout outlet pass.
Mudrak fires it off the boards.
What a play.
Comes to Mulligan. Mulligan pestered by Laglisi and Kaufman, and the puck comes off his stick, but he fires it for Spino. Mudrak takes it away from him on a nice hit. In front, a nice shot by Fiorillo, and a nice save by Zach Lane. As Dave Mudrak with a nice forecheck there and gets the turnover, but a nice save by Lane.
Mudrak definitely has his passing on today, because right over here he popped that puck right up off the boards, hit Bobby Mulligan in stride right perfectly, and that's a very hard thing to do, hitting it off the boards.
A steal by Mudrak, and that's stopped, and he chops the pass down again. A shot by Mudrak goes wide. Fiorillo in the corner.
He's playing excellent today, Dave Mudrak. Definitely one of the biggest reasons the Barons are up 9-1. It may not show points-wise, but he's definitely one of the hardest-working players on this team.
Dave Mudrak with 1 assist tonight on a nice feed to Bobby Mulligan, where Mulligan appeared to be injured on the play. Mudrak, and he gets the puck again and dumps it in, where Fiorillo will operate. The third line of the Barons having a dominating shift. Shot by DeLumbo over the net. Comes to Swansboro. Swansboro, a nice spinorama move in front, and a shot is blocked. Appeared to be by Mulligan, his own teammate, but it's back to Swansboro. Makes a move at the line. Steps in. Another move. In the slot, a shot blocked by Kaufman, but it's kept in again. Mulligan's shot, and that's deflected wide.
There's
in
Kyle
the corner.
Swansboro showing his old offensive skills.
Kaufman, big hit by Mudrak, and he's going to get called for that one, as it appeared to be, it's an interference call.
Looks like he had the puck there. I don't know about that one. I think the ref called it more because of how big the hit was.
Kaufman appeared to release the puck, but usually you get about a second or two. It was a borderline play, I would say. But either way, Patriots go on the power play here, and they're going to look for their second goal of the night as they try to turn it around. Starting to run out of time, 6:56 to go here in the third. And Spino on the draw. Trudell over for Kaufman, a shot save, rebound Spino, and another save by Burnett. 2 quick stops here on the power play. It's cleared off the boards, but not out. Chipped away by Astalis, and he's in a 2-on-1 with Parfit. Astalis and Parfit. Shot by Astalis is saved by Lane, and it comes right back to him. Astalis looks over his options and elects to play it back at center, waste some of that time, but Brody, a turnover to Trudell.
And that's the one player you don't want to turn the puck to over on Colonia is Ryan Trudell. Excellent shot. Very good forward for the Colonia Patriots. Their leading scorer this year. Oh, and a big hit by Astalis.
Astalis with a big hit on Bizub as they were battling for the puck, and Bizub is slow to his feet. He has gotten drilled twice here in the third period as the freshman has met his match against larger juniors and seniors. Parfit closed off there by Spino, but he continues with the puck. Parfit elects to play it back at center, and will waste some time, and Bizub trying to get his revenge on the Woodbridge captain as he runs him off near the Colonia bench.
Bizub looks like he's starting to get frustrated. He better calm down or he might get called for a penalty or two.
Spino right around Parfit. He moves in. Here is Trudell, a shot deflected by Corcoran. A nice play as it goes over the top of the net.
Just over the net. If that was low, I think he beats Rich Burnett on that blocker side there.
As you said earlier, they don't want to let the Patriots operate with, have Ryan Trudell operate with time. Parfit will be the first to the puck here. Kaufman cut off his angle, and he couldn't get to the front of the net. Campione loses the puck to Bauer, and he plays it to the skates of Swansboro. Back for Parfit at center ice. Parfit dips down as he's run off by Bizub, and play continues. Parfit takes down Bizub, and it'll be another penalty as the Woodbridge captain lets the Patriot freshman star get the better of him there. And it'll be a brief 5-on-3 for the Patriots before Dave Mudrak comes out. Normally one of the Barons' penalty killers, so he'll be able to operate in his usual role. The Barons have 4 skaters out right now, and Tommy Bauer will go off as Bobby Mulligan will take the face-off against Spino. Won by Spino. Laglisi a shot. Save, and he scores! Burnett had it and lost it. So what would have been a brief 5-on-3 was beneficial for the Patriots, because now they still have a power play as they scored
with 1 second left.
Right, before the first penalty had expired.
Looks like it's one of the Colonia or Woodbridge players came across the middle. It looked like it hit off someone and just beat Burnett on the right-hand side.
Laglisi with a nice shot from the point, one of the Patriot captains, and he finds the back of the net. Dumped back in by Napolitano. Patriots still with a lot of power play time as they try to get back into this game. Time is not their friend.
We'll wait on the call from the scorekeeper here to find out who exactly got that goal for Colonia.
Spino drives it around the boards, comes to Trudell. So it's Leglisi from Spino. Here comes Napolitano with speed. Nice move on Leglisi. Goes back the other way, but a good recovery by Leglisi. Great shift by him with a goal and a nice stop there. Tommy Bauer comes back on Spino and turns the puck over. Leglisi dumps it back in, taken by Trevor DeLumba.
Looks like Colonia definitely has the aggressive forecheck going on right now, because they've actually given up a lot of shorthanded opportunities for the Barons. But when Colonia has the puck in that zone, it's almost like the Barons can't get it out.
Colonia has taken advantage of their power play time here in the third period. Campione plays it near his own blue line.
Another big play like Leglisi there, stopping that breakout pass, because he had Tommy Bauer had Joe Napolitano breaking up that right-hand side.
Leglisi having a great third period here. One of the captains of this Patriots team, Campione. Near the face-off dot, pestered by Napolitano. Stops up the boards, finds Southern. Southern loses the puck.
That's Scott Rashuda.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now Southern on the puck, off the boards. Tommy Bauer plays it ahead. Here comes Bobby Mulligan. He's got a 2-on-1. Mulligan, a backhander, and he scores.
Excellent goal. Bobby Mulligan flipped it up to get it over the Colonia player's stick, and Kyle Swansboro batted it out of the air just past Zach Lane. Now it's 10-2, and Woodbridge once again is 2 goals away from immersing the Colonia Patriots in their first GMC game.
I was screened a little bit by the Patriots defender there. I couldn't see exactly how the puck went in, but as you said, it appeared Kyle Swansboro was able to deflect the shot in as it was directed on goal by Bobby Mulligan.
And that's a big shorthanded opportunity for the Barons, because after they went down, after they gave up that 5-on-3, it puts almost an even play on this shift.
Right. Parfit out of the box. It's Spearnock with Parfit. Spearnock sees Parfit. Can he get it to him? He does. He scores. Eddie Parfit. And it's 11-2. And the Barons are 1 goal away from moving on to the second round of the GMC playoffs.
Andrew Southern showed his frustration there. Eddie Parfit just came out of that box and skated right up. He was wide open on that back post. Zach Lane had nothing he could do there. Definitely a lapse in the Colonia defense.
And that's probably the last guy you're going to want to leave that open at the back door. And Parfit skates in again. He looks to end the game here. Eddie Parfit, a backhander and a save made by Lane. And he holds on. 2:45 to go in the third period. Barons 11, Patriots 2.
Eddie Parfit, almost a Colonia killer. He always has a few goals when he plays this team.
A shot on goal by Mortensen.
Colonia just hasn't found a way to stop him in his 4 years there.
Parfit plays it behind the net for Mortensen. Mortensen in the corner. Tries to play it deeper, but it's blocked by Kaufman. Taken by Trudell. Trudell to Kaufman. Kaufman skates by Parfit, and he moves out. Here comes Kaufman. It's a 2-on-1. He's got Bizup. A shot by Kaufman. Save and played into the corner by Cucci.
Excellent play by Nick Cucci. Stayed home on that 2-on-1. Rebound out and was able to clear it because he didn't bite on that shot.
Good save by Burnett as well, as he put it into the corner and away from any rebound opportunity. Burnett covers but gives it to Cucci, as no Patriots were in the vicinity.
Now with 2 minutes left, Colonia's really got to start thinking about getting more shots on the Rich Burnett and getting those in breakout passes.
Here comes Eddie Parfit, 1-on-1 with Campione. Parfit crosses over. A nice defensive play by Campione as he stops the Woodbridge captain from getting a good shot. Here comes Trudell. Trudell a shot off the blocker of Burnett and into the corner where Bizup battles with Swansboro, and Swansboro emerges. Swansboro a lead pass for Astalis. Astalis a shot, save Lane into the corner.
Definitely looks like Colonia sees something above Richard Burnett's right shoulder. They've put their last 4 or 5 shots in that area.
And Burnett appeared to struggle a little bit with the last one as he popped it straight up into the air. And Eddie Parfit goes down in the corner. Didn't quite see exactly what happened.
And there's freshman Kyle Mortensen using his big size, as we said, to lay the meat.
Mortensen over to Swansboro. Swansboro back for DeLumba, taken away by Bizup, and he fires it off the glass and out to center. 1 minute to go here in the third period, and Kyle Swansboro plays it in his own end. Swansboro looking ahead, and he finds Tommy Bauer. Tommy Bauer over the line for Parfit, but it's deflected by Campione. Here's Leglisi with it, and a big hit on Leglisi by Eric Astalis. He goes down, and a call on the play. We'll see what the penalty is.
I believe it was offsides.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the puck come out of the zone.
I didn't see it either, and the ref was down in the corner, so he might have saw something we didn't, but he looked a little bit out of position to make that call, in my opinion.
I didn't think that the hit by Astalis appeared to be an infraction, as it looked like a clean big hit on Leglisi, and it wasn't. Bauer ahead for Spearnock. It's a 2-on-1 with Napolitano. Spearnock tries to find him, but another nice play by Leglisi as he blocks the 2-on-1 pass. Brody trying to keep it in the zone, but it pops back out to center where Corcoran operates, and he finds Bauer in stride. Bauer, a nice stop as he gets around Spino. A drive, and it's up high on Lane. He couldn't find it, and it goes over the net. Leglisi.
10 seconds left as Woodbridge is definitely going to get their first win in the GMC finals, in the GMC tournament. Moving on to the second round. Just outplayed them in every aspect, in my opinion.
And as Spearnock dumps it back in, the Woodbridge Barons will get their first ever playoff victory in the GMC tournament with an 11-2 final over the Colonia Patriots.
And now Woodbridge Athletics are really starting to show because the boys basketball team just beat Carteret yesterday. My friend Kyle told me that now they're playing in South Brunswick against one of the top seeds, East Brunswick.
And Woodbridge will move on to play Old Bridge in Old Bridge on Wednesday night, a team that they lost to twice this season, and they were defeated quite handily by the Old Bridge squad. And they'll look to erase those deficits as they play them on Wednesday night in Old Bridge. And
one game do or die situation, anything can happen, so really don't rule out this Woodbridge team. If they played the way they played today against this Old Bridge team, it may be a different story.
And the Barons had a nice forecheck going on for most of the game with a good cycle. Got into a little bit of penalty trouble in the third where the Patriots were able to get their second goal, and that's something that will be even more important against an Old Bridge team that could put the puck to the back of the net on the power play more easily than the Colonia team.
Definitely.
Well, it was a good time tonight.
That it was.
For Andrew Molnar, I'm Joe Mudrak. Thanks for watching Woodbridge Television, and have a good night.
Welcome to the Barons post-game show. This is Joe Mudrak, joined by Andrew Molnar, and we're here with some of the Barons goal scorers tonight. Kyle Swansboro, Eric Astalis, Tommy Bauer, Bobby Mulligan, Eddie Parfit, and Nick Cucci, who didn't have a goal and he leaves now, and Rich Burnett, the goaltender. Eric, how'd you feel about tonight's game? How many goals did you have tonight?
2 goals.
2 goals. And we noticed that you and Eddie we're really clicking on some 2-on-1s, and you had a 1 2-on-0. How were you guys able to get that much time and space?
Him just skating it up and me keeping up.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Kyle, how does it feel to get your first playoff win, one of the captains?
It feels lovely. It's a great win. First GMC win ever. Good win, boys. Good win.
Tommy, in your first year with the team, getting a big win, a lot of points this year. How do you guys feel that you match up against Old Bridge on Wednesday night?
Should be a good game. Hopefully we'll win it and play some St. Joe's at the end.
Okay. Bobby, a couple of nice moves by you tonight. Nice toe drag moves on the goals. You had a shorthanded goal as well too, right? All right. What is your strategy when you're shorthanded to try to get some chances like that while not giving up a chance by Colonia?
Just try to work hard, get the puck out, and if you get a fortunate bounce, you'll go for it and see what happens.
And Rich, how are you able to stay sharp when you're not facing a lot of shots early on?
You just got to keep yourself warmed up. That's it.
All right. Nick, couple big hits tonight, as always. How do you time those type of hits?
It's all about reading the play and seeing what the players' body actions are doing. It's all about reading.
All right. Well, there you have it. The Woodbridge Barons victorious tonight in their first ever playoff win. They'll move on to play Old Bridge on Wednesday night. And for Andrew Molnar, I'm Joe Mudrak. Have a good night.